Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back for more Solo Champions League. Today we're taking on Season 11, Round 3. This is Rhino and the Anachronauts. I am playing as Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk. This is, according to pretty much everyone's opinion, one of the worst characters in the game. And I know it, I really like playing She-Hulk. It's a lot of fun. I pretty much always pick her when she's an option in the history of the league, and I always have fun with her. So, and She-Hulk Justice is a good combination, and we'll see that play out here today. I'm pretty confident today. I haven't lost a test game in the last day. 2 days ago, I was losing some games, and it hasn't happened since then, since I made some alterations to my deck. So today I'm feeling pretty good. I think this is going to go my direction. I just want 3 wins. I'm not the type of person that worries about score too much. Just want those 3 wins. So let's do it. Let's get our first hand ready here for She-Hulk Justice. And this is for the Solo Champions League. If you're not sure what that is, stick around. I'll talk about it more a little bit later. So, an early Gamma Slam's kind of useless. Sonic Rifle is nice, and 1-2 Punch is nice, and so is Ironheart. So we're just going to drop Gamma Slam. Focus Rage, okay. Interesting choices. I think I'm going to spend these 2 getting Ironheart out here so we can draw another card. Okay, now I really want to get Sonic Rifle out there, so we'll go with 1, 2, 3 to get Sonic Rifle out. And I could do 1-2 Punch, or I could do Def Focus. I'm going to do Def Focus to save the punching for later. All right. And then from here, you know what? I think I want to stay. Do I want to stay in Alter Ego mode? There's always a risk, right? Like, he could potentially scheme out. But, you know, we got Ironheart to defend and stuff, so it's probably a good time to go over, do 2 damage from just moving over there. Attack for 3, bringing him down to 9. And then we'll attack of Ironheart, bringing him down to 8 total HP remaining. That's pretty good. Oh, we're going to use Sonic Rifle right away also to confuse him. So we can go back to Alter Ego shortly. All right, let's get our 4-card hand ready. It's not very much, obviously. But we could do Mockingbird. Ooh, one way or another and followed in the same hand is a really nice combination. We have 1 threat up here. He's going to attack. We defend with Ironheart. That's, you know what? No. I'm high enough in health that we don't have to worry about Ironheart being used yet. We can sacrifice some health to do a future Gamma Slam. So we'll just take the attack. So 2. That's it. Just 2 damage. And we just lost an advance, so that's really good. Before going on the turn 2, we've got an encounter card. It's King's Chosen in Sight 1. And then discard cards until we get a Temporal Minion. Now this one can really hurt you. So these Temporal Minions can be quite painful. Let's see if we can get one out quickly instead of going through halfway through the deck. Nope, we got one of the worst ones in my opinion. We got the one of Toughness. And he's got Villainous, who's going to attack a bunch of times possibly. Not great. Not great at all. But we'll figure it out. We're going to start with one way or another to go ahead and get side scheme out here. Breaking and taking's available. Oh no, did I just we got crowd control. Okay, that's the one I really want out there is crowd control. It only has 2 threat on it, easy to remove, and we get to draw 3 cards or put it out there because of one way or another. Oh, we can't do another one way or another, unfortunately. We can spend that, though, to put followed on here. Forgot about adding the 2 threat. And I think we're going to spend the rest here to get Mockingbird out. We're going to stun Rhino. What we're going to do... I feel like I should just spend Ironheart to get rid of his Tough, and then use She-Hulk and Mockingbird to get rid of crowd control, doing 4 damage to him right away. Yeah, I think that's the route I'm going to go. So we're going to use Ironheart to get rid of his Tough. Mockingbird and She-Hulk will clear this off. Doing so triggers Followed, which does 4 damage to an enemy. There's that 4 damage to Death Hunt 9000. And do I want to switch sides? He is confused, but I don't have anything that deal with the main scheme just yet. So we're just going to stay up here. We'll be good. 4-hand size. Ah, there's Skilled Investigator. Wish we had that out. Looks like it's going to be a split personality turn. We'll spend Skilled Investigator, spend these to get split personality out. That's a good turn. 1 threat in the main scheme. He goes to attack, but he's stunned. He goes to attack. We're just going to take his attack of 1, 3 damage, bringing us down to 9 HP. And then before turn 3, encounter card. Ooh, discard an upgrade or support you control. I'm not going to get rid of Sonic Rifle. It's too expensive to only have 1 use out of it. So Depth Focus will go. All right, and then it's our turn. We'll get Skilled Investigator out here. We're going to spend the rest. Actually, before we do spend the rest, we'll attack with She-Hulk to just get rid of Death Hunt 9000. So that's just over. We will thwart with Mockingbird to bring this down 1 more. And yeah, we'll spend 1, 2, 3 on Split Personality. It allows us to now draw 6 cards. Let's see what we can do here. Getting Daredevil out sounds really nice. 1, 2, 3. And then do I want to get rid of Superhuman Strength? We'll get rid of Clear the Area. There's our 4 to get Daredevil out. We'll save this for later. We'll use Daredevil to clear this off. 1 damage here and 1 damage to Rhino. I feel pretty good. Here we go. Let's see, we got to assess the situation. 1-2 punch, clear the area, beat cop. Another Sonic Rifle. I'm feeling good. All right, 1 threat in the main scheme, but we're going to use I Object to stop that. He's going to go to scheme, but he's confused. And then turn 4, before that is an encounter card. Sandman with his toughness. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. How to handle this? I could just spend Mockingbird. If I spend Mockingbird to get rid of his tough, I can flip over, maybe get some damage going. I got 1-2 punch available. Okay. I could also just take the 2 damage just by flipping and keep Mockingbird out here. Okay, yeah, we'll flip. 2 damage gets rid of the tough. We will attack him for 3. And then we'll spend clear the area on 1-2 punch, readying up, attacking him again. No, we want to attack him again. What we will do is spend these 2 on Superhuman Strength so we can attack Rhino for 5 and stun him, bringing him down to 2. He only has 1 health yet left. I'm going to go ahead and use Mockingbird. Just go ahead and clear that off. And we'll use Sonic Rifle to confuse Rhino again. And spend assess the situation to get +1 to our hand size. So we get a 5-card hand. We got Daredevil out here. Feeling good. Feeling good. All right, we got Hellcat. Wiccan as a good one. Helicarrier would be nice to get out. We'll see what happens in this phase, though. 1 threat here. He goes to attack, but he's stunned. For turn 5, encounter card. Wild Run. Discard 1 random card from your hand. That one always hurt me. It always does. We lost Assess the Situation, which I was really looking forward to using. All right. We're going to spend 1 and 2 to do Wiccan out here. We'll go ahead and use Wiccan real quick, doing 1 damage there. Or sorry, 1 thwart there, and then do 0 damage, unfortunately. We got attack Wild Run for 3 HP. And then we have to go to Alter Ego mode. Yeah. Get our 6 card hand sized. We're looking at a good 1 turn. We got another superhuman strength here. Beat Cop if need be. We'll make it. 1 threat up here, but I object actually, sorry. Then he's confused, and then he schemes for 1. And then encounter card before turn 6. Ooh, a guard minion. That's okay. We can take care of him very easily. All right, what we'll do is we'll flip. 2 damage. Wild Run clears him off. We'll attack for 3, getting rid of Hydra Mercenary. We'll spend Hellcat here to do 1-2 punch, readying up. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3 to get superhuman strength up here. Save Beat Cop. We'll use Wiccan real quick. I'm really hoping we get a 2 threat, 2 boost card here. We have 0 again. Shoot, I don't want to. I guess I could use She-Hulk. I'd be overdoing it by 3 damage, but I would stun him. Nah, we'll save it. We're going to have 2 encounter cards this turn. There's no point. Because I'm going to shuffle, so I'm going to have 2 encounter cards anyway. If I take him to stage 2, we're going to have breaking and taking, and then we have 3 encounter cards to deal with, so we're not going to take him this turn. We'll save this for next turn. Kind of wish I attacked. I could have attacked before adding this, but we'd be in the same situation. So we'll shuffle everything up. I could attack with Daredevil. I still don't want him over there. I'm still going to have to deal with encounter cards. All right, we can definitely do Under Surveillance or Beat Cop next turn, which is good. All right, 1 threat in the main scheme. He goes to attack. We're going to defend with Wiccan, so he attacks for 2, 3, 4 damage by Wiccan. And then before turn 7, encounter card. It's the Anachronauts. It's the Anachronauts. All right. It's actually a pretty easy turn here. We're going to spend this here, getting Under Surveillance up here. I think we're going to use Daredevil here to take 2 off of this, doing 1 damage to the Rhino. And then I'm actually going to thwart with She-Hulk instead of attack to clear off Anachronauts. I don't want to deal those extra encounter cards. Oh, I was supposed to have an extra encounter card last turn. I only did 1. Hold on. Can I reverse this? This was in my hand. This was in my hand. Wiccan defended, and then we had a second encounter card to do. My bad. Kang's Chosen. Insight 1, and then discard till we get a minion. There he is. Discard an ally or support you control. Ooh. It has to be Daredevil. I don't have a choice. There's no other options here. Okay. I'm glad I caught that for not cheating, but this is more difficult. You should be at 2 health now. I can clear this off. I can at least use Skilled Investigator, but I cannot clear that off this turn. I think we have to get Under Surveillance out there. What we're going to do is use... Man, I could use She-Hulk to just clear this off, to get rid of Apocryphus, I think is his pronunciation there. And then I could use 1-2 punch ready up to take out Rhino. But then we're going to have extra encounter cards, like a lot of them. Not good. All right, I think I got to take a little bit of a gamble here. Nah, I gotta take out this this apocryph. I don't know why I can't say this. Apocryphus. We have to attack him. We have to waste our stun, unfortunately. That goes away, but we can at least ready up again. And do I want to punch him? If I punch him, we'll go to stage 2, but we're going to have multiple encounter cards. Instead, we'll just we'll thwart. Just take one out of there. And then I don't want to go to alter ego mode because the extra encounter cards. I lost like my entire board. No, no, no. All right. One threat in the main scheme. He's going to attack. Do I want to defend? Nah, we'll just take the attack. So it's 2. Of course, now it's a big one. 4 damage. Bring us down to 5, and then before turn 8 encounter card, he's going to attack again. We will defend against that one. That's 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 more damage to me. That's rough. This is rough. Okay. So I did both encounter cards, I do believe. Spend 1, 2, 3 getting Hellcat out here. We're going to thwart to clear this off. And then we are going to jump to alter ego. And hopefully we get through this. There's my sonic rifle. All right, 1 threat on the main scheme here. Actually, we're going to object to that, and I think about it. And he's going to scheme for 1. Give him 2 more boost cards. 2 threat going up there. All right, and then before turn 9 encounter card, give him a tough status card. Man, I gotta tell you, this is nothing like my practice games. It always ends up that way. Guys, I gotta heal for 5, going back up to 8. We're gonna use Hellcat here is going to attack to get rid of that tough status. Then we jump over doing 2 damage, which takes him down to 0. Getting rid of this. It's back up to 15. We got a breaking and taking out here, which I think is in the discard. There it is. All right. I healed. That's why I'm exhausted. Okay. Well, I really feel like I got to add followed up there. We'll spend these 2 to get Ironheart out, drawing a card. There we go. We'll spend these 2 to get Superhuman Strength on me. We'll spend Assess the Situation to get followed on Breaking and Taking. All right, well, Thwart of Ironheart, bringing this down 1. Actually, maybe I should do that up here. No, we'll bring this down 1. We're good up there for now. For now. Ready everyone up. So we are in for it this turn. All right, 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack. Ironheart defends. That's 3. 4 damage. Goodbye here. We have to add an acceleration token because we went all the way through that deck because of those Anachronaut cards. That's what gets you. Going through that deck to get the first one of those minions can take a while sometimes. All right, we have to do 2 encounter cards because of breaking and taking. Ah, the Anachronauts. This is just like the worst of the worst that could happen. This is nothing like my practice games went the last few turns. All right, and then King's Chosen. That's exactly what I was worried about. All right, 1 threat up there. And discard till we get one of those awful, awful minions. And it's the worst one again. Awful. Okay. Well, we're going to spend one of these Focus Rage on Clear the Area. Actually, before we do that, we will attack. Yeah, well, I don't want to attack him because we've got this superhuman strength. All right, we're going to attack Death Hunt with Hellcat, unfortunately. Get rid of the tough. Then we do the clear the area, which takes 2 off of here. Gets rid of the followed and this, doing 4 damage to him. We get to draw a card, and because of Skilled Investigator, we draw another card. Man, things really piled up here at the end. All right. This is the second time this superhuman strength has put me in a corner to waste that extra damage. How do I want to handle this? All right, we're going to, I mean, I have to, right? We have to, because I don't have to. There's a good, if I flip to Alter Ego, there's a good chance we're going to lose to Threat. A really good chance. Which I have not lost to in any of my practice games. Have I lost the Threat? It's never gotten this bad. Huh. All right, so if I attack him, I can stun him and then deal with his attack. But that's going to go up 2. We gotta. All right, so we're going to do 5 damage to Rhino, bringing him down to 10. And stunning him. We will go ahead and spend this 3 to get Focused Rage out here so that we can use it in the next couple turns here. We got some damage we have to avoid here. One way or another might be okay because we actually should have, yeah, one way or another is going to be perfect for next turn. We just have to survive this turn. All right, 2 threat on the main scheme. It's at 9 of a potential 11, which I do not like. He goes to attack, but he's stunned. We're just going to take Death Hunt's Death Hunt's attack of 1, 2 damage, bringing me down to 6. And then before turn 10, encounter card. 2 encounter cards because of the Anachronauts. I'm tough. Give him a tough status card. And Sandman. Man, this is just absolutely nothing. Nothing like my practice games. So if I do one way or another, in fact, let's start with Focused Rage. 1 damage, draw a card. We're doing it. We're going to do one way or another. I don't know, maybe I'm silly. Maybe making a huge mistake, but I just see it as a way to get some more cards and more options. 2 threat on there. Draw 3 cards. All right, we're going to spend Helicarrier here on Clear the Area, which gets rid of this. Drawing a card, and then Skilled Investigator draws another card. All right, we're going to spend 1, 2, 3 getting Beat Cop out here. And we're going to use him right away to take 1 threat off that scheme, that's for sure. And then we'll go with that, yeah. Spend 1, 2, 3 getting Mockingbird out here. We'll stun Rhino. We'll use her to attack real quick. We'll attack of She-Hulk, clearing this guy. He's gone. I think that'll do it. Should have a damage. Where'd it go? Okay. We will draw our 4 cards. This is rough. Alright, 2 threat going on that main scheme. He's going to attack, but he's stunned. Sandman attacks, and we are going to take it, bringing me down to 2 HP. I don't know if that's the right thing, but we'll find out. We will use... We have 2 encounter cards to do. Because of Anachronauts, it has to go. It's Charge, which is a really bad one for our situation we're in right now. Followed by Legal Work. Man, I really don't want to do that. I can't give it an acceleration token, though, so that has to happen. That's not good. That's not good at all. That is the worst thing that could have happened. Maybe not the worst, but it's pretty bad. Gotta use Beat Cop to bring this down some. Yeah, I think we lost. We lost pretty bad. Can't avoid all this damage that's about to be done to me. All right, well, we got to take a chance here. So we got to jump over with the 2 damage. We'll go ahead and get rid of his tough. I don't think I could do 10 damage this turn, though. I could do 6. Well, we're going to try Rhino. We're going to try and go for it. All right, so there's our 2 damage. We're going to use Focus Rage to take a damage and draw a card. Split Personality is nice, but it's not the right time. Maybe we could do it. If we attack, I can't attack. I'm stunned. That's right. I'm exhausted. I mean. All right. Well, we have to take a chance on Split Personality then, I think. We'll spend 1, 2, 3 on Split Personality. Going over here to draw 6 cards, which gives us another encounter card, I know. We may actually use Legal Practice to clear off the scheme. All right. If I use Legal Practice, 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. We'll spend this 3. Yeah, we'll spend this 3. And we're going to use that to take 3 threat off the main scheme. We're going to spend Assess the Situation to increase our hand size by 1, so we get 7 cards this turn. And we'll use Mockingbird to take 1 more off as well. I mean, that's the best I can do this turn. I really think it is. Get +1 hand size. We got an Ironheart lined up for next turn. 1-2 punch. I'm not doing one way or another again. All right, that's 2 threat going on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. 3 threat going up there. And then we have 3 encounter cards before turn 12. Shocker's out. Deal 1 damage to each hero. That's it. Because Mockingbird's out. And I only had 1 health left, so that is the end of my attempts. My first attempt. All right. I'm going to submit my results, and I'll be right back for my second attempt. I'm back. I just had a thought. I think Shocker actually, it says deal 1 damage to each hero. I think Jennifer Walters' alter ego and not a hero. I'm trying to check the rules real quick to make sure I understand that correctly, because if that's the case, then I'm actually still in it for at least 2 more encounter cards here. I'm just searching the rules now. Of course, the word hero comes up 111 times. Page 15. See form, identity. Each player begins an alter ego form. It refers to hero or alter ego by title. It refers only to the. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I'm not a hero. I'm in alter ego mode. So if that's the case, I am still in it, and I have 2 more encounter cards here. I mean, we might still lose, obviously, but there's a chance. It's Rhino heals 4 damage, which is really unfortunate, bringing him up to 14. Oh, and he schemes. That's 1, 2. That's it, right? 9, 10, 11. Okay, we still do lose. We just lose a slightly different way. All right, I will be right back for our second attempt. All right, we are just about set up here. I'm just finishing up. Just want to talk a second about what the Solo Champions League is, if you're not sure. It's a semi-competitive way of playing Marvel Champions. It's a league I've created and run where basically I give out an assignment of a villain plus a modular set, and then you have to play 3 games with the same deck of your chosen hero plus aspect with limited choices within that within those things. So you might have 1 hero in any aspect, or you might have 1 aspect and a choice of 5 different heroes. There's all sorts of other details you can go into by like alliances and all that fun stuff. But check it out. There's a link below if you want to learn more about it. We're going to go right into now our second game. And I got to tell you, that first game, nothing like any of my practice games. Nothing. Nothing like it. It's just absolutely absurd to me that it went that way. Okay. There's some okay options here. I'm not going to use Ground Stomp. 1-2 punch is useful. Maybe Death Focus. Clear the area is only going to be useful if we get a one way or another. So I'll go ahead and drop it. we'll just mulligan for 2 more cards here. We got Under Surveillance and Genius. I do like those options. Let's see. We'll go ahead and spend that Genius to get Under Surveillance out right away. Then we don't have to worry about it coming back through the deck at all. It's just already there. We'll then jump over, doing 2 damage, bringing him down to 12. We're then going to attack him for 3, which brings him down to 9. And I think we are going to spend Hellcat to ready up, and then we'll attack him for 3 again, bringing him down to 6. That's for 1-2 punch. And then do I want to get Blade out there or Def Focus? I'll probably get more use out of Blade, so we'll go ahead and get him out there. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start. Let's see, 1 threat on that main scheme. He's going to attack. We're just going to take it for the beginning. It's 2, 4 damage. And then before turn 2, 1 encounter card. Gang up, he's going to attack again. We'll just take it. It's 2. Discard 1 random card from your hand and give your enemy another boost card. 3 damage, bringing me down to 8. We lost Mockingbird, which was the card I was planning on playing this turn. Can't really play these other ones. Well, what we can do is we can use Blade to attack, bring him down to 4, and we'll spend Helicarrier to avoid the issues there. We'll then go over. We'll heal for 5, going up to 13 because that first hit did kind of hit me more than I wanted. And do I want to use Legal Practice? No, we'll use Assess the Situation to get a 7-card hand. And that's the end of our turn. All right, Wiccan's in our hand. That's awesome. 1-2 punch, Ironheart. Those are good options. All right, 1 threat up there, but we're going to object to that. Then he schemes for 1. That's it, just 1. And a single encounter card before turn 3. Rhino heals 4 damage, so he is going to go back up to 8 HP. We're going to spend Strength here to get Wiccan out there. I really like Wiccan. Thwart for 1. And then, come on, Rhino damage. What do we got? 0. Much more successful in my practice games than he has been in my real games. We're going to flip, doing 2 damage, bringing him down to 6. Spend 1, 2, getting Ironheart out here and drawing a card. Split personality. I really wish I had that right now. Okay. All right, we're going to spend She-Hulk real quick for 3 damage, bringing him down to 3. And then we're going to follow it up by spending Focused Rage on 1-2 punch to ready up. Attack again for 3, taking him to stage 2. Up to 15 HP. And we got to get Breaking and Taking out there. Right there at the bottom. Okay. We can move this. We'll use Ironheart to take 1 off of this. I don't want to use Blade to take 1 off of it just yet. Hopefully next turn we can deal with it. Draw 3 cards. Ooh, we did get one way or another, which is always tempting, honestly. Might be one way or another is the way to go. We'll see, though. 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack. We're going to defend with Ironheart. So 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, Ironheart. And then 2 encounter cards before turn 4. He's going to attack again. We're just going to take this one. 3, 4 damage, bringing us down to 9. And the second one is Kang's Chosen. This one is really the one that's taking this out of me. All right, well, we got one really quickly, which is good. She's got Quick Strike, though, so she attacks for 2 right away. We'll just take it. And there's that. I do want to check out the discard pile here to see if my Chosen scheme is in here. It's not. So we could use one way or another to draw 3 more cards. We're doing it. We're taking the one way or another risk to get crowd control out here with its 2 threats. And we get to draw 3 cards. They worked out okay. We can get Skilled Investigator down. And we can get Followed down. But if I do that, I can't use Split Personality, so that's not great. All right, well, we're going to use Wiccan to take this down 1. And then we can do 0 damage to anyone, unfortunately. I think I could give up Blade. Take out Breaking and Taking. We'll spend 1-2 punch to get followed out here. And then we'll spend Blade to clear this off. Does 2 things. Followed is going to do 4 damage to Terminix here. And then Skilled Investigator is going to draw a card. There we go. We're going to go with 1, 2, and 3 to do Split Personality. Oh, wait, before we do that, I actually want to attack. So we'll do 3 damage to Rhino. No, we'll just take out Terminatrix. No, I don't want to attack. I don't want to attack. I'm sorry. No, I wanted to heal this turn, so we won't. We'll flip over and we get to draw up to 6 cards. Spend the Power of Justice and a Beat Cop to get another Beat Cop out here. And then the Power of Justice and Ground Stomp to get Sonic Rifle out here. Now I'm liking my setup quite a bit. Heal up for 5, going up to 12. Use a Beat Cop to take this down 1. No, I can't. Because of crowd control, I can't. But that's okay, because next turn we'll be able to. All right, I'm feeling much better about where we are right now than where we were last game. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right, we could get Daredevil out next turn, potentially. Gamma Slam, not the greatest time for it. All right, 1 threat on the main scheme. They are both schemes. That's 1, 2, 3, and a boost. 5 threat going out there. That's a 9 out of 11. I do not like that. So Daredevil's pretty much a must this next turn. And then before turn 5, encounter card. King's Chosen. This is my least favorite encounter card in the whole world. It didn't affect me in my practice games. And then tonight, it's just been all over me. All over me with the King's Chosen. And it's always Death Hunt 9000. Man. Terrible timing. All right, well, we're going to use Beat Cop to get rid of crowd control at least. We're going to spend 4 here to get Daredevil out. We're going to use Daredevil to take 2 threat off of here. And use his 1 damage to get rid of that Tough. Or you know what? Maybe instead of that Tough, we'll get rid of Terminatrix. Just get her gone. We will then, we're going to flip, which does 2 damage, which we'll use to get rid of that Tough. We'll spend Assess the Situation to get +1 to our hand size. We're going to use Sonic Rifle to confuse Rhino. Feel like I have to use Wiccan. I need to defend with Wiccan. We're just going to thwart for 1 of She-Hulk, just to try and keep things under control. You know what? No. We're going to attack of She-Hulk to do 3 damage to Death Hunt 9000. Hopefully that'll keep us under control. Oh, it's got it. We got an extra encounter card this turn. That's not good. I feel like that always lines up with like the worst timing. All right, well, we got superhuman strength, 2 of them. Clear the area in a one way or another. We are not using one way or another, that's for sure. There's that. He's going to attack. Wiccan defends for 3. Goodbye, Wiccan. He's going to attack. We're just going to take it. It's 1 plus a boost card. 2 damage, bringing me down to 10. And then we have 2 encounter cards before turn 6. It's hard to believe this is only turn 6 almost. Oh, he's attacking again. What's in my hand here? I gotta take it. He's going to attack for 3. Exhaust a character you control, give the enemy a boost card. I gotta keep Daredevil for the thwart. I'm gonna exhaust She-Hulk. Oh man, he's doing 6 damage, bring me down to 4 HP. That's not good. And the last encounter card is Hydra Mercenary here with its guard. Okay, not the way I wanted this to go, but we will use Daredevil real quick, doing 2 threat here. We'll do a damage to Hydra Mercenary there. Use Beat Cop to take 1 more. I could use Beat Cop to take that out, but I want the regular threat removal more. What do I have in here? As far as, I think I've seen all of the side schemes. I don't want to bring up any of the ones that bring me an extra encounter card anyway, so I don't really want to take that chance. I did use Daredevil, so we should have a damage on him. Okay. I think we have to go for clear the area. Just to keep that threat down, and then we're going to go to alter ego mode. And try and heal next turn if possible. Alright, we got 1-2 punch, we got a Gamma Slam. It would be a good time for a Gamma Slam, but this guard minion has to go. We can get rid of the guard minion just by flipping. We could use maybe Daredevil to finish him off. We won't be able to finish him off, but we'll be able to do a lot. Alright, we've got some options here, though. Yeah, we might be able to just Gamma Slam our way out of this. Alright, 1 threat goes on the main scheme, but Jennifer Walters objects. He goes to scheme, but he's confused. He does not scheme. He does 1 threat. For turn 7, encounter card. Shadows of the Past. That's not great. We may end up just leaving this out here and trying to beat this instead. I picked this scenario. But you know what? I'm not a fan of the Anachronauts. I've never had a problem with them before. I think they were just in larger main decks, maybe, and it wasn't an issue. But man, they are really hitting me tonight. They really are. Okay. I could heal for 9, but I think it's better just to go over and just try and pummel Rhino. Because we can afford... No, I can't afford all that, but we can afford 1-2 punch. So yeah, we could finish Rhino this turn. We'll do it. You know what? We're doing it. We're going to flip for 2, taking out Hydra Mercenary. We will go ahead and use Daredevil real quick to take 2 threat off of here. And we'll use that to do 1 damage. We'll just do that damage to Titania here. Use B-Cop to take another 1 down. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. to do Gamma Slam, doing X damage, where X is the amount of damage I've sustained. So that is going to be 11 damage to Rhino, bringing him down to 4 HP. Actually, that brings him down to 4. What we're going to do is instead, we're going to switch that damage we did with Daredevil. I'm going to do it to Rhino, bring him down to 3. And then we'll attack Death Hunt for 3. Boom. I know, right? All right, so we attack for 3, taking him out. And then we spend this on 1-2 punch to ready up. Attack for 3, taking out Rhino. By no means a clean board, but it was a victory. This is insane to me because this is, again, nothing like my practice games. All my practice games are winning in turn 6 or 7. And this is turn 7, so I guess that's pretty much on board. But I didn't have all these minions out. The threat was much lower. This is very different than my practice games. But it's what happens. All right, I'll clean up, set up, and I'll be back for my third and final attempt in just a minute. All right, we are just about ready, just about set up here for our second attempt. Sorry, third attempt. Third attempt. You know, I really wanted 100%. I was really feeling good about going into this game. My practice games are all going swimmingly, and they put me on camera. It all goes south. That's okay. It's still fun. I really like playing She-Hulk. I really do. She's one of my favorites. Okay, am I all set yet? You know, before we get into that, I do want to talk about the Patreon. I do have a few people I want to thank. Our 2 most recent members of the Patreon are Funky Monkey Monk and From Undaman. From Undaman and Funky Monkey Monk, I believe this is both of your first seasons, and you joined the Patreon right away, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I hope your first season's going well, and yeah, good luck to all of your Rhino games. Now, if you want to join the Patreon, there's a link below. You get things like this, thank you. You get physical rewards like the playmat here in front of you, as well as a pin, sticker, all spread out over a few months. There's a link more below to learn more about it, but outside of that, you get mid-round results, sneak peeks upcoming rounds, members-only rounds between seasons, stuff like that. There's all sorts of special sneak peek stuff in the members only section. I try to keep up there. If you are interested in some of these things, but you don't want to do that monthly subscription, you can do it through the Etsy store, where you can just straight up buy the mat, the pin, the sticker, stuff like that. So check that out, link below as well. Thank you for everyone for your support. Financial is great, but you know what? It's even great if you just play, watch, play, whatever it is that you're doing here. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's get into our third and final game, and I hope it goes closer to our second game, but even better if it went closer to my practice games, I'd feel really good, just vindicated, because I worked pretty hard on this deck, and I had a lot of fun building it, and it's just not working right now on camera, and that just makes me sad. All right. An early beat cop is nice. I almost never use the beat cop ability to take out a minion. I pretty much always just use the take off 1 threat per turn, and as you can see from my last few games, that's clearly very useful. We're going to drop Gamma Slam because that's useless right now. Superhuman Law Division might be good because it'll just be out here and out of my deck, and if I need it, I'll have access to it. Yeah, so we'll just drop Gamma Slam. We gotta clear the area, which I can't really do much with right now, unfortunately. So let's get 1, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do something a little weird. We're gonna get Beat Cop out here, and I'm gonna spend 1-2 punch to get Superhuman Law Division out here. And there's a serious part of me that's thinking, let's just stay in Alter Ego and get 6 cards again. It worked for me in multiple practice games. You know what? Let's see what happens. That the curiosity is tickling in the back of my mind. I can't just not do it now. But we have Daredevil for next turn. Wiccan, that's great. We can afford Daredevil with only 2 cards. Assess the situation. I mean, that's a great couple cards there. Unfortunately, that's a lot of allies, so it means I'm not going to see them anymore through the rest of this deck, most likely. Let's see what happens. 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to scheme for 1. Discard 1 random card from your hand. Give him another boost card. He's going to put 2 threat up there. I really don't like the discard a random card from your hand ones, man. I get so attached. I got to stop looking at my hand, right? Just let it happen, whatever it's going to be. We lost Ironheart, which isn't, a total deal breaker. That's okay. That's okay. And then we have before turn 2 an encounter card. As long as it's not advanced, I'll be happy. Hydra Mercenary. Not great, but could be a lot worse. All right, this is actually pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get Daredevil out. 2 threat. A damage to the Hydra Mercenary. We flip. That finishes off the Hydra Mercenary. Beat Cop takes off this last threat. And we'll spend Assess the Situation to get +1 to our hand size. Attack for 3, bring him down to 11. And that's about as good as I could possibly make this turn. Don't forget to object. I could have, but I had this plan already to deal with all 3 threat. So I kind of don't want to because I'd actually rather have it on Beat Cop. But yeah, you're right. I totally could have done that. That would have been better. Maybe not better. I don't know. I took a chance. I forgot. You're right. I did forget. But you know what? It paid off because I have Beat Cop loaded up. Daredevil cleared it off. We're good. So I'm not upset about it. But yeah, I definitely did forget about that. I did use Assess the Situation, so I do get a 5-card hand. Wiccan, One Way or Another, and Wiccan is a nice combination. One Way or Another and Daredevil. We use One Way or Another. We get the one where he gets just 2 threat on it, that the critical encounter, clear it off, do a damage to him, draw a bunch of cards. That's how the next turn goes in my head. But we just have to see how this goes first. 1 threat on the main scheme. He goes to attack. We're just going to take it. 2, 3, 4 damage. 4 damage. Okay. Before turn 3, encounter card. Give him a tough status card. That's okay, because we're going to use Daredevil most likely. Maybe not. We are going to use One Way or Another. And with that, we'll get our free little, come on, where are you? Little 2-cost side scheme. Crowd control, there it is. I knew it had a name, something like that. I'm not even going to bother putting the 2 on there because I'm just going to use Daredevil right away. Oh, I get to draw 3 cards first. Hold on. Before I do that, we will put Skilled Investigator down. Yep. We're going to use Daredevil, which takes off this 2 threat. Also use the 1 damage to get rid of Rhino's Tough. And we get to draw a card for Skilled Investigator. I do want to get Wiccan out here. We're going to spend 3 here getting Sonic Rifle out. I'm just going to use 1 right away to confuse him. Assess the situation to increase our hand size. We're going to attack for 3, bringing him down to 8 HP. This is much more like my practice games that went. I had a full board a lot of the time. It's just so funny that the first 2 games didn't go like that. Now I've got a choice. I could either load up Beat Cop or use Wiccan and potentially do some more damage to Rhino. I think I'm going to go ahead and just use Beat Cop because I've had some bad experiences of some of those upcoming minions. And I think we'll save Wiccan for when there's a little more threat up there. And do I want to flip? I've got enough things to deal with the threat that I can actually defend of Daredevil, so there's not really a reason to flip right now. I did use Assess the Situation, so I do get 5 cards, which is really helpful. It's real helpful. I can get Quinn Carrier out, possibly. Clear the area might be nice if we end up getting a side scheme out here. 1 threat going up, he's going to attack. Daredevil is going... You know what? Daredevil's not going to defend. We've got a high enough health that I'm going to take the chance of just letting him attack. We'll keep Daredevil for a little bit more of a dangerous situation. So he attacks for 2, 3, 4 damage. Every time I don't defend, he does 4 damage. All right, and then we have 1 encounter card before turn 4. And he heals 4 damage. I don't like that one because 4 damage is a lot of damage, isn't it? I mean, he starts at 14 health. We're talking just shy of a third of his health. All right, Mockingbird out there might be nice because we could stun him right now. But Quinn Carrier might be nice for like future turns. I think I do really want to get Quinn Carrier out there. If I do clear the area, we could pay for clear the area with Quinn Carrier. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to try this. See how it goes. We'll get... Sorry, I screwed that up. That was 1, 2, 3. We'll use that to get Quinn Carrier out. Use that... I didn't... Again, I screwed it up again. Use that to clear the area. Allow me to draw a card. Legal practice isn't exactly what I wanted. I'm going to discard legal practice. I'm not going to need that next turn, I don't think. Things would have to be wildly out of control for me to need that card. Huh. I'm thinking. I could attack him, bring him down to 9. But I could also just flip and heal going back up to 12, which would give me a little bit more wiggle room as we work through the deck here. I think I'm going to go to the safe route. I'm going to go with the heal route. I don't normally play this way with She-Hulk. But, man, those first 2 games have me nervous. They just went nothing like my practice games, and now I'm just cautious. I want to be prepared for anything. Okay, 1-2 punch with superhuman strength. That's a good combination. All right, 1 threat going out there. Oh no, I object to that. I object. He's going to go to scheme, but he's confused. And then before turn 5, encounter card. Shocker's out, doing 1 damage to all my heroes, which is sad to see, especially with Wiccan, who hasn't even been used yet. That's sad. All right, we're going to flip. We're going to do the 2 damage to Rhino. We use Sonic Rifle to confuse him real quick. We will attack, getting rid of Shocker. And then I'm going to spend Twin Carrier to do 1-2 punch, readying up. One and two. To get superhuman strength here. Attack again, this time for 5 damage and stun him. Can't do anything of these 2 cards, but I'm holding on to them. And we'll ready up. Another Sonic Rifle. I like to see that. Alright, 1 threat on the main scheme. He goes to attack, but he's stunned, and then encounter card before turn 6. I'm tough. He got his tough status back. Back, I say. Alright, so I could stun him with Mockingbird, or use Sonic Rifle to confuse him so I can go back up to some high card levels, like high deck size, whatever. Let's start with Wiccan, though. We're going to use him to clear this off, and then please just do 1 damage to get rid of his tough. 0 damage. That was not what I wanted to happen. Could get Mockingbird out there and stun him, or I get Sonic Rifle out there and get 2 future confuses. Those 2 future confuses are tempting. Stunning him now also sounds good, though, especially because Mockingbird will get rid of his tough status, and then we can attack him. But those future confuses, when we're only in stage 1, can add up. I think we're going to go the safe route. We're going to save Mockingbird by using Quinn Carrier here. Spend these other 2 to get Sonic Rifle out. And I know it has the ability, if it's already confused, to deal 3 damage, but I almost never use that. I like to use that as an ability in the future for me to deal with the threat. We'll attack, getting rid of his tough. Did I flip over this turn? You know what? No. You know, might as well. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah, do that. We will flip over now. I'm going to go to Alter Ego. I don't think I flipped this turn. I'm pretty sure I started in hero form. 1 threat goes up there, but I object, I say. And then, no more confused. Turn 7 encounter card. I really don't like that one. No one likes that one. Okay. Options, options, options. Superhuman strength is kind of perfect, but unfortunately, we're going to do 2 damage to him when we flip no matter what. So it does kind of get wasted. But do I have a 1-2 punch here? No, I don't. So, we're going to flip. That does 2 damage. Then we'll attack for 3, bring him down to 0. We're on stage 2 now. I don't like that he's going to get that +3 on top of his normal 3 now because he's in stage 2, but, you know, it's the reality of the situation. Breaking and Taking was the very next card. All right, we're going to use Sonic Rifle to confuse him. I have split personality, and I fully intend on using it. We're going to use B-Cop to take one of these off. I'm going to spend this and Ground Stomp to put Under Surveillance up here. We'll spend the other 3 on split personality. Drawing up to 6 cards. It does give us an extra encounter card, unfortunately, which means 3 encounter cards this next coming turn. That's okay, I think. It would be really great if we just drew it again, though. Like if we drew split personality in this next hand, and we just flipped over again. I would like that. Didn't happen, unfortunately. I do have Ironheart, though. I do like that. We're going to spend one way or another to get followed out here. We're going to spend these 2 to get Ironheart out here, which draws a card. We did get split personality again, which is pretty killer. We'll use Ironheart real quick to do 1 damage here, or 1 thwart here. We'll use Assess the Situation to get a 7-card hand, and we'll have split personality again next turn. And we'll be able to confuse them so we can come back over here again. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about the situation we're in. I am worried about the 3 encounter cards. Not going to lie. A 1-2 punch, clear the area. These are all good options. 1 threat on the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he is... Actually, no, I object. No threat on the main scheme. He goes to scheme, but he is confused. And then we have to do 1, 2, 3 encounter cards. 1 because I shuffled my deck. 1 because of breaking and taking, and 1 for the turn. Kang's Chosen. I feel like it's going to be 3 Kang's Chosen, and that's going to be the story of the end of my game. Insight 1. Well, it's good to see Sandman go. And then Shadows of the Past is gone now, too. Sir Raston. Guard and Retaliate 1. Very well. Next up, Kang's Chosen. I said it's going to be 3 Kang's Chosens. That's 2. That's 2. Discard an ally or support you control. We're going to discard Superhuman Law Division. And finally, Stampede. This card gains Surge. This card gains Surge. Death. Wow. I got 3 of these guys in 1 turn. Okay. Okay. If that's how you want to play this. Wow. Just wow. All right, here's the move. We flip. We're going to do the 2 damage to Sir Raston here. I could use Beat Cop or Clear the Area. If I use Clear the Area, I can draw 2 cards. So we're going to use Quinn Carrier to fund Clear the Area, taking this out. Doing so does 4 damage. We're going to do that to Sir Raston. It's 4 HP remaining. And we get to draw a card for that, and draw a card for Skilled Investigator. All right, I think that was the right thing to do. Just overall. We'll use a Beat Cop to take care of one of these. Got 1-2 punch available, which is enough to take him out. Another Clear the Area, so I could draw another card potentially. I do want to end with Split Personality, though, so let's set aside some cards for that. Probably Clear the Area, maybe Hellcat, and the Beat Cop. So the rest of these, though, I'm free to use. Maybe get Hellcat back. Drop off Legal for those 3. Okay. Interesting choices. I could finish off Wiccan and potentially, do some damage over here. But I think I want to use him for defense because there's a lot of attacks going on out here. Especially when he's got that +3 up there still. Oh yeah, Sonic Rifle to stun him. Sorry, confuse him. Maybe I just go for the Hellcat because I can bring her back into my hand. Or I attack twice using 1-2 punch. Or we do clear the area and draw another card. All right, let's spend legal practice on clear the area. Getting rid of this to draw another card. Okay, it didn't go exactly the way I wanted, but that's okay. What we can do now, we are going to waste Ironheart real quick to get rid of his tough status. We're going to attack him for 3. We're going to spend Superhuman Strength on 1-2 punch to ready up and attack him again, getting rid of him. And we'll spend 1, 2, 3 on Split Personality, flipping over, drawing up to 6. Seems like my only real move here is saving Assess the Situation and then getting Daredevil out there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, get Daredevil out. We're just going to let him attack, doing 2 damage to Apophis. I think I said it wrong. Apocryphus again? I don't know. Something like that. And then we'll spend Assess the Situation to get a 7-card hand. Next turn, when we flip, it's going to take him out. I'm in a good place. We're in a good place here. This is how my practice games went. Oh, we got +1. There we go. Another Sonic Rifle, which would be really nice right now. 1 threat, but we object. He's confused. Apocryphus adds 1 more. And then before turn 8, a single encounter card. Discard an upgrade or support you control. Really? I'm going to drop Skilled Investigator because I don't imagine we're going to see any more side schemes. Nothing I have here for Alter Ego mode, so we're just going to flip, doing 2 damage to Apocryphus. Definitely got to do Superhuman Strength this turn. We'll go with 1. Oh, wait, you know what? We'll go with 1, 2, 3 to get Sonic Rifle out in case we need that. We're just going to use 1 right away to confuse him. We'll spend these 2 on Superhuman Strength here. We'll go ahead and attack for 5, bringing him down to 10. And stunning him. That's an important feature of that. And then we can spend this on 1-2 punch to ready up and attack again for 3, bring him down to 7. We'll use Beat Cop to clear this off. And then, you know, I think we'll use Daredevil to do 2 more damage to him, bring him down to 5. That's pretty good. This is a really good situation. We are maybe 1 turn away from finishing this off. He's stunned and confused. Just have to do 5 damage, and we have it out here as long as we survive. That's all it takes. In fact, we can get Blade out there, and that'll really help. Okay. 1 threat on the main scheme. He goes to attack, but he is stunned. And before turn 9, encounter card. He heals 4 damage, which isn't great according to my plans. Not great at all. In fact, it really does ruin my plans. We'll use Beat Cop real fast to clear this off. Oh, I could use Sonic Rifle, though, to take 3 right off of him. We're going to use Quinn Carrier to get Blade out here. We're going to attack with Blade, doing 2 damage, and we're just going to discard Legal Practice to avoid the repercussions of that. We'll attack with She-Hulk, doing 3 damage, bringing him down to 4. I guess we attack with Daredevil, bringing him down to 2 HP. And then we're just going to use Sonic Rifle to do 3 damage to him, and that's going to end this. And this... this, if I could ask you to just rewind and watch my 3rd game again, that's how all of my practice games went. Pretty smoothly. He was stunned and or confused most of the game. Beat Cop kept the main scheme cleared. I think we got Wiccan out on turn 1. He never even died. We used him twice. Yeah, that's exactly how my practice games went. I really wish that's how all 3 games went tonight, but only 2 out of 3. Really 1.5 out of 3 went this way. But you know, we got 2 out of 3 victories. I'm really happy. I really enjoy playing She-Hulk. I know not everyone does. I hope the ones who kind of got stuck with them because of Alliance, I hope that wasn't too bad for you. Hope you maybe enjoyed her. I really do enjoy her. So yeah, 2 out of 3. I really think I deserve 3 out of 3 because I did work really hard on this one, but it happens, right? That's all I've got for the night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who supports. Thanks for everyone who plays in the league. Everyone who reaches out with comments. I read every one of them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have a good night and good luck in your Season 11 Round 3 games.